some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Hey,
why do you panic?
The way you, Papa, you know Papa, what you used to fan charcoal. You've seen it,
right?
When you fan it, then the charcoal bright red.
This is a call for accountability.
You fan government's charcoal to it's bright red.
It's a call for accountability.
I enjoy it.
No, I think literally and figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pricks the conscience very quickly and sharply. Yeah. So certainly a fantastic avenue for a great editorial and one that literally wakes us up.
This is our society,
right?
And it will take me and you. That's why I always watch Johnnie's Bite.
The general watches Johnnie's Bite
every day.
Thank you very much.
And it's devoid of insults, but straight to the point, factual and fearless.
What he seeks to do is to bring attention to some of the ills or some of the problems that we have. And even though it's often very spicy, I was telling him that he could add some ketchup on the side.
Oh, you should add some ketchup. It's too hot for you,
Too hot.
I don't get surprised when people criticize you. But I think you are doing a good job.
Thank you, sir.
And don't at all think about what people will say. Continue with the objective work that you are doing. And definitely it will help this nation. Because you are not doing it for yourself. But what Ghanaians cannot say is what you are saying.
Charlie, no be joke. The pressure people like Johnnie can give you.
No.
You no get grey hair, you go get grey hair.
I'm innocent.
And that's what I'm saying. That the pressure Johnnie and his people, the pressure they can give you, you no get grey hair, you go get. So your best bet is not to have hair.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbanallah wa ni'ma wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnnie's Bite. It's Wednesday. Yesterday marked 7 years since my father left this earthly plane, so I've been in a very pensive mood since yesterday. And even more to the fact that petrol prices have gone up again. Everybody is quiet. Water and electricity prices will start going up tomorrow. And some of us who are in the domestic domain will pay more than the 21, the 27% that was announced. We're not being told about that. And it hurts me that corruption seems to have become a fast-moving consumer good in these dangerous times. You know, fast-moving consumer good, like your regular key soap, toothpaste, all those things that ayanaba. Corruption has become like a fast-moving consumer good. And it's worrying. Danny, let's start from the Auditor General's report. At a time when people cannot find even the biometric registration to be able to earn their ID cards, to be able to get their names into the system, to be able to get their salaries and allowances. Allied Health Sciences, they have worked, they are ending their service now. They have not even taken 1 month of their monies. NAPCO, they are crying. NSS, they are crying. Youth in Afforestation, they are crying. And I can give you a tall list, teacher training allowance, this is training allowance. They are all crying. The workers have gotten 15% COLA. But by the 1st of September, all the 15% that they got may either go into fuel, water, and electricity. So, Ajana 1, Ajana 2, I give you, I take them. Now, we're talking about not having money in the country. And was it not this government that told us that because we have the Ghana card, we have been able to wipe out all the ghost names, and that we have saved over 400 million Ghana cedis? Was it not the government in extolling the Ghana card achievements? We were told that we have the Ghana card, we have blocked ghost names, and it has never happened before, unprecedented, yada, 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 and we have saved so much money, and which is why you need to support the Ghana card, and all the plenty talk. I say, stop the paper leadership. This is the Auditor General's report. It's a payment of salary to non-Ministry of Finance staff. 1,112,896 cedis. 1 million, let it sink in. 112,896 million. Eh? Regulation 86, paragraph 94 says, Regulation 86 of the Public Financial Management Regulations 2019 LI 2378 states that a principal spending officer of a covered entity shall ensure that only the names of personnel who are eligible to receive payment for work done are kept on the payment voucher and keep records of the nominal role of the covered entity in a manner that ensures that the correct amount of emoluments is paid. Paragraph 95. We have noted that 3 persons were paid a total of 1,112,895 Ghana cedis 96 pesos as salaries for the period January 2020 to December 2021, but we could not trace their personal files and names on the nominal roll of the ministry. The details are as follows. This is the Ministry of Finance that is supposed to give financial clearance, that has been giving financial clearance to retirees to stay there. And my hashtag is, let the retirees go, let the young grow. Hashtag, let the retirees go and let the young grow. I have no problem at all. If there's a retiree who is now a consultant, I would have no problem. But where the retiree is fighting with the young people over the job and staying at the top and blocking, and I'll get there today. Wait. So now this is it. 3 people, only 3 people. You were wondering what their money's was. 1.1 million. It's only for 3 people. Staff ID, TMF 1902, TMF 1906, TM 0016. Alote Imon James, Kwachi Nana Yasedu, Adam Habibu. And Adam Habibu had a very interesting picture with Mr. Keno Foriata and the senior minister at the time when they were going to present the budget. It was in suit. Gross income, 22,374.80 pesos. 29,971 971 Ghana cedis. 19,848. 1 person. Now let's bring it down. After the taxes, let's bring it down to the net. What they took home. Alote James took home 17,202 Ghana cedis, 75 pesos. Number of months that he took that was 12 months, a full year, and it amounted to 206.433. Now, 24 months, Kwachi took home 535,000, and excess of that. Adam Habibu took home 370,000. Put that together. That is 1.112.895. Let's do basic calculation. How much does the NSS people get? 559, right? Put that into 1.112.895. That's about 2,000 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2,000 of them would have been paid for 1 month. If you are doing NAPCO, they take 699. That's about 1,600 of them would be able to get this money. So what is the Auditor General recommending? The Auditor General says, we recommend that the amount of 1,102,895 Ghana cedis, 96 pesos should be recovered from the Chief Director and the payroll validators of the Ministry of Finance. The Ministry of Finance is the spender, so they are supposed to be guarding. That's why I say corruption has become like a fast-moving consumer good. Over 1 million cedis to 3 people. Some 12 months, some 24 months. 3 people. 1 million Ghana cedis. And you want to tell me that I should be sympathetic with the government that is supervising this rot? Last year, in 2020, we were told that the state-owned enterprises alone lost 5.3 billion. There was payment irregularities, salary irregularities, procurement irregularities amounting to 12 billion. This year, I'm told it's gone to 17 billion. So corruption has become like a fast-moving consumer good. When you go to a provision shop, the things you see there, they are the fast-moving consumer goods. That's how corruption has become in this country now. I want to follow this matter and see how we get to the issues. So I'm just saying good morning to the finance minister Wherever is in the world attending to medical care, good morning to you, sir. Our hospitals are not fit enough to treat you, so you have traveled outside like the Speaker of Parliament. Good morning to you. If our leaders will learn to make our situation better here, they will all stay here and go to Akolebu and Kofanoche and Efia Kwanta. But when they are sick, they pick their place and go. So when you are dying, they don't care. And you have some of you defending them. We'll have people defending this rubbish. Danny pulled the editorials from Daily Guide and Chronicle for me. Last week, I did an editorial, 2 days or 3 days of editorial on the Ghana Immigration Service. Be reminded that the Ghana Immigration Service, by a survey, is the second most corrupt institution in this country. The Ghana Police is number 1. And I did and asked questions. As usual, the questions are not being answered, but people are casting insinuations and making allegations without facts. I asked questions with facts and figures and showed you documents. Those questions are hanging, and that's the characteristics of our leadership in this country. You say, oh, why is the light not on? They say, oh, you cry, you used not to have light in your house. That's not the question. Adam, where are you? It's a question of geography. I am under the tree. I am in the hall. I am in the kitchen. Adam, where are you? He says, I am naked. A question of geography. You are giving biology. Coup at Immigration Service. That's the Chronicle. I will read it. There's simmering tension at the Ghana Immigration Service over attempts to push its Controller General, Mr. Kwame Isuatechi, to go on retirement. Be reminded that he's been given 2 years contract extension. He has gone past 60. My hashtag is let the retirees go. Hashtag let the retirees go. Hashtag let the young grow. How old was Dr. Kwame Nkrumah when he won independence for this country? 48. So when you have people who have gone past 60, who have gotten contracts, who are calling others who are under 50, they are calling them you a small boy, like Kenodamwa did to OSP, you a small boy. The age of Methuselah has nothing to do with the wisdom of King Solomon. Now, what appears to be a coup d'etat follows a letter from the Deputy Controller General in charge of legal research and monitoring, Madam Baba Asari, issuing a letter directing Mr. Techi to go on retirement. This letter, which was circulated widely across the regional commands of the service, was amid rumors that the government has asked the Controller General to hand over to Baba Asari and proceed on leave. In an open letter to President Akufo-Addo, the concerned senior officers believe the posture of Baba Asari is akin to a coup. Your Excellency, this botched coup d'etat set the tone of numerous negative media bashing against the Controller General to oust him out of service. Sir, Madam Baba Asari is one of the lawyers in the service that TV3 of Media General, that's why I'm responding to it, is lobbying to become the Controller General of Immigration. If you ask me whether I've seen Baba before, I don't know her. I've never seen her before. If you ask me whether I've seen her before, met her before, whether she has called me before, I don't know her. I don't know. Me, I don't go to people's offices like other journalists do. I've had people say, oh, come to my office, let's have it. I won't go. I won't come. If you are not my friend before you came into politics, I won't come. And they know it. I won't come and ask you for anything. They know it. I won't beg you for anything. They know it. I won't ask you for a cheat. They know it. I won't beg you for money. I won't beg you for school fees. I won't beg you for anything. They know it. And I dare anybody who says I've come to beg them for anything. So the people say it's a coup. Now, the interesting thing is that how is it that the Controller General of Immigration, who has refused that there should be a Senior Officers Association, now has under his watch, suppose what? They say they call themselves what? What do you call it? Senior staff, right? Concerned senior staff, senior officers, the concerned senior officers. Under Controller General, they have refused to allow you to have a Senior Officers Association. You say you are all confused. You are throwing dust into people's eyes. Motro mojo. Now, it says the concerned, now the concerned senior officers continue. Say, without intending to run her down, she is not fit to occupy such a position. Why is she not fit? Is she not fit because she's a woman? Is Lawyer Techi himself not a lawyer? And there are senior officers who say Lawyer Techi himself did not undergo the rudimental military exercise and training and formation, as they call it. So if Lawyer Techi cannot do it or can do it, why can't the lady do it? And I'm not promoting here, but I'm asking a question. They say it's a coup that I am pushing. We'll get to it. Now, the group held that the motive behind the coup is to force the president to withdraw the contract given to Mr. Kwame Isuatechi, and this was well articulated by TV3 with a direct appeal to you to do so, sir. So you see, If you're a young immigration officer, you have just entered as an ASI, know that there are some senior officers at the top who are benefiting perhaps from the rot, who don't want somebody to go, because once they go, the imminent change which people are asking for within the service will be exposed. So they are just interested in what they can get. Now, it talks about what? We all know that approval of the contract for extension service was based on his hard work, which has gone a long way in contributing to the growth of Ghana. It says hard work. But the financial clearance that I showed you last week from the Ministry of Finance says that unless the person has a special skill which cannot be found in the service, the person must go. If the person has a special skill which they can't find, they can stay and train somebody within a 2-year period. You are talking about hard work. The government is talking about exceptional skills. Question, does Mr. Techi have the exceptional skills? 2, is it true that there are people there who can also do the job? And 3, why is there no rank of Commissioner of Immigration? That's one question I asked. Answer the questions. That's what I'm looking for. Describing it as wicked lie from a heart of smeared with hatred, the concerned senior officer's rubbish claims of a supposed rift between Mrs. Techi and Mr. Techi and the now deceased Deputy Commissioner of Immigration, DCI Peter Nanto. The Controller General spent over 100,000 Ghana cedis. Drawn from where? Answer that question. On DCI Nanto to go through surgery in the bid to save his life. But while he was on oxygen support, you got somebody else to replace him. On his demise, Mr. Techi paid for their airfares, hotel accommodation and feeding for all regional commanders who wrote their names to attend the funeral. Although Mr. Techi couldn't be at the funeral due to other important national assignments, he delegated the Deputy Controller General in charge of Finance and Administration to represent him. And last week I told you that Mr. Techi did not attend the funeral of Mr. Nanto. Thank you for confirming it. So my information was not wrong. Mr. Techi was in Ghana. He didn't go to the funeral. The question is, why? He paid for this, he did this, he was in Ghana. Why didn't he go? What national assignment? Tell us. Then he put a daily guide one for me, and I've asked 4 questions. For a Controller General who is not interested in a Senior Officers Association, how would he sit and watch a so-called concerned Senior Officers Association come up? For a Controller General who was in Ghana at the time that Mr. Nanto was buried, and he didn't attend, but did everything. Why? Where did he draw the 100,000 from? And is the immigration service so rich that if I'm sick, I can get 100,000 at the time when he has cancelled medical benefits? And is it true that you have cancelled medical benefits for officers such that when they are sick, whether they are in Yankpala or Hamile, or they are in Bumpurugu, or they are in Doje, they need to come all the way to the headquarters at the immigration service to be able to come and access healthcare? And who owns the clinic? Who owns the clinic? Is there a conflict of interest situation? This is the editorial of the Daily Guide. It says not even President Akufo-Addo, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, has been spared the machinations of his political rivals turned adversaries. The head of state institutions in these countries is set to set up oneself for integrity attacks. Head of security organizations, statutory organizations, you name them, have all suffered frivolous and endless substantiated assaults in both traditional and social media. We can only wonder sometimes when we read or hear the kinds of things people hired for such operations say about their targets. Mind you, the Daily Guide is a pro-government newspaper. In many of these attacks, aggrieved and sulking persons within public or even security institutions who have been paid, the pipers dictate distracting tunes as they sing along in their corners. The police administration had in recent times responded to attempts at discrediting it by such killjoys after the IGP descended on so-called outcome of studies. And I've asked the IGP, you have a research department, sir. Can you please use your research department? You are a PhD holder. Yesterday, you addressed the congregation at the UPSC. Can you please, sir, use your, your research department? Instead of dismissing the reports of the results of a study, can you use your research department to say, we have also conducted a counter research by ourselves and on our own? And this is the result we have found that what you said was wrong, as opposed to just saying that we are not corrupt. Because we know of procurement deals where civilians and we know within the police service, they themselves called. And I'll get there next week. I know people have been following me, I know. I know people have been scheming, let him vanish for a while, I know. I know all of those ones. In fact, at some point, I even bought food for 2 people who were telling me. When they realized I had seen them, they moved away. I was with my cousin. So I know. I am not as ignorant as you assume. But the truth must be told and must be asked. Now, this is what he said. The Ghana Immigration Service, Controller General, has had a stand last week as he was put on the spot incessantly in a project which has turned out to be a sponsored one from some sulking personalities. Question, who sponsored who? If you claim that somebody has sponsored, mention the person's name. Mention how much was used to sponsor. And in the name of God, I can swear in church, I can swear before any shrine or deity. I want us to come together. If you are making it, show your faces. Let's go to any point and show me, and we will swear whether or not I took money, and whether or not anybody, I don't know for anybody, I'm speaking for myself, that I took money to say these things, to ask these questions, and whether or not I have taken any money at all to do what I'm doing. I say, let the retirees go and let the young grow. Hashtag. Now, it says that, fortunately, President Akufo-Addo is not the type who gets carried away by frivolities, having continued to endure more integrity attacks by irresponsible and self-seeking persons. The objective of the machination, as referred to in the previous paragraph, is to reduce to zero the many strides made by the Controller General since assuming the leadership of the GS. I don't intend to take anything away from him. I'm only asking questions. Now, it is sad how we are quick to allow ourselves to be used to destroy other hard-earned career reputations just because we are eager to be noticed and placed in such positions. The trait in some Ghanaians is so sad. Now, listen to this one. Even persons with skeletons in their cupboards have the guts to point fingers at others. We know about persons who hardly sit at their desks to work, yet have time to go and plot such evil deeds against persons whose innovations in the GIS have raised morale against the rank and file, save themselves. Who has skeleton in their cupboard? The senior officers are saying that the Controller General was interdicted in 2013 for visa and permit fraud or infractions or malpractices. He was reinstated in 2017 by a court order. The people are asking questions as to why somebody who was interdicted in 2013 for a similar thing has now decided that all regional commanders have no longer the permission to grant permits to residents and renew them. So they all have to bring the money down to Accra. And then when they come, is it true, sir, that when the expatriates are supposed to undergo medical tests and COVID-19 tests, they do not accompany, not all of them accompany the monies that they send, but they actually get a small mechanized receipt to prove that they have gone through the test? Is it true? Is it true that one of your ADCs has abandoned you and left and gone abroad without the tacit permission of the Interior Minister? He's supposed to get a pass. Did he get it? That your ADC, one of your key secretaries, he has left. Is it true that you are promoting people within your secretariat over and above their seniors, such that a certain gangster who was part of Intake 4 is now ahead of his people? Is it true? Is it true that you are bringing down regional commanders to the position of sector commanders? Is it true? Regional commanders, some with as many years as 12 years experience. Is it true? And I want you to answer the question. Is it true that somebody got promoted 2 times in a day, was recalled from interdiction, brought on, promoted to superintendent, and promoted to chief superintendent the same day? Is it true? And is it true that that person had given his uniform to somebody to impersonate as an officer of immigration service at the U.S. Embassy in order to get a visa, and he was identified by a retired director of immigration and he was arrested, brought to the HQ? When he was questioned, that person was mentioned. Is it true? And is it true that that individual who was promoted 2 times in a day is your in-law and married to your niece or relation? Is it true? Is it true, sir? Is it true? I'm asking you, is it true? If you dare me, I will ask more questions because I have the documents and I'll prove it. Don't try that your thing with me. Don't try it. Me, I eat based on my integrity. Don't try me. Don't try. Don't ever try it. So Daily Guide and Chronicle, this is a warning to you. Don't try. Don't let it. Look, there was a senior immigration officer who called me after I finished my program on Tuesday. He's part of the top. He called me. He wanted audience. He said, where can we meet? If you dare me, I'll mention his name and show you the text. Don't try me. Don't come and say somebody gave me money. If you in your position will be so corrupt and so compromised to take money, it's not me. Don't try me, don't cross that line. And my father told me when I was 12 that it's only people who will steal when they are given the opportunity, or when they have opportunity and nobody is watching, who will assume that everybody else will steal because they would have stolen. It is only people who will be corrupt when nobody is watching, have no integrity, who would assume that everybody will be like that. Don't cross that line. I've told you before. When I was young, they used to drive me PS5 with a motorcade in front. They used to salute my father. He would pick me before they drop me. They used to serve me sandwiches when I was a boy. Me, I've not come from a village to come and be enjoying. Sorry to my brothers who come from the villages, who are still humble and meek. If you are benefiting from the largest, I'm saying that it is only the people around a controller general. Are you suggesting to me that there's nobody within the immigration service? Forget about Baba Asari. Nobody within the immigration service who can take over? I will come to the other senior officers who have benefited from 2-year contracts and are seeking another 2-year contract with their pot bellies. I'll show you. And I'll tell you why they need to go home, play with their children and grandchildren, so that the young people who are ASIs, DSIs, and superintendents, they can also climb up and also become big boys and big girls. I'll tell you. If you write an editorial, I will bring I have questions. Today, I've not even finished asking my questions. I've only asked 4. If you try, cross that line. Good morning.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel Kids Toothpaste.